Hi there, friends and neighbors. This here's Dale Crow from Melbourne.
Hey, y'all, this is Kevin from Cannonbox.
Hey, this is Justin Payne.
Hey, what's up? It's Coops, Within Reason.
Yo, what up? This is Alex from Beyond Me.
Hi, my name's Frank Tanner. You are listening to Bhamrocks.com.
Welcome into the Bhamrocks Show on RickCarterRadio.com. Welcome back into the Bhamrocks Show on Rick Carter Radio. On the phone with us, we got Kyle and Jay from the band Roshambeaux. And I said that correctly, right?
Yes,
okay.
Roshambeaux.
Roshambeaux. Lots of vowels and an X where it doesn't belong. They're playing the Nick on August 30th. And you guys are on tour right now on the album Illuminaughty.
That's right.
Right. Well, tell us a little bit about the band and how you guys got together, and kind of give me the rundown.
Well, actually, I was a licensed nurse at a local health quick care, and Kyle came in with a bad case of syphilis. So we started the band. We went over earlier today, and we said, they're going to ask us how we met, and that joke kind of came up.
That's how all great love stories start.
Right.
With a bad case of syphilis.
We met. I was playing in a jam band playing bass, and he sat in one show, and it just kind of clicked, and we wanted to start an original project. So he approached me with it, and we tried it out and ran with it, and it just fell together and clicked. So we've been doing it ever since. Yeah, doing 3 years straight now, man.
Ah, very cool. Now, where are you guys from?
From Cleveland, Georgia. Well, I'm originally from Cleveland. Kyle's from Wisconsin. Yeah.
Okay. And what is there to do in Cleveland, Georgia? Besides drugs and your sister.
Play Robot Unicorn Attack. Mostly we try to run around town trying to find cell service. Right.
Now, you guys just played Orlando last night. Was that right? You guys were doing the Florida run?
Yeah.
How's the tour? Yeah. How's the tour been going? Pretty good turnout. Good. Everybody taking care of you.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good turnouts. Sold a bunch of records. A lot of really cool people. The only thing is people don't tell you about Florida, man. You've got these big pictures of sunshines and oranges, but in all reality, you go down to Florida and it's like a monsoon. Every time we've been down there,
it just rains every day at 3 o'clock.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
You could sit,
the people make up for it, though. We met a lot of cool people this week. We started out in Jacksonville, moved over to Tampa, and then we were in Orlando last night. And I think both of us are on very minimal sleep right now. We just got back an hour ago. Yeah.
Well, I know we were kind of listening to the opening track that we're going to be previewing here in just a minute. We were kind of had not almost an argument, but we kind of agreed a little bit on the sound and made some comparisons. But I always like to ask the band themselves, kind of what your influences are, what kind of music do you guys like to listen to, and how does that influence the songwriting, and what's your opinion of your sound?
That is like the hardest question. Yeah, I'm happy to. I think last time we talked, we were talking about a little Soul Brothers 6 influence with some Muse. Right. I listen to tons of James Brown. That's what I listen to mostly. My personal influences. I grew up on a little bit of gospel music and oldie goldies. My parents were super strict old school, and so I would listen to Everly Brothers and the Drifters and kind of that genre, and Temptation is a little Motown influence as well. But as a teenager, I loved listening to punk. I loved listening to grunge, and I'm sitting outside here on this interview. A whole bunch of motorcycles just went by. We're a motorcycle rally.
So how's the biker
what
bar
do you
scene?
guys think? What do you guys think it sounds like?
Oh,
what was the argument?
I know Nick had an opinion, but we all agreed there was a lot of, and I know you guys probably get this all the time and probably hate it, a lot of Maroon 5 we're hearing.
Oh, wow. We've heard that actually quite a bit, and I've learned not to be offended by that because I freaking love Maroon 5.
But at least we're saying old school Maroon 5, like when they were actually good.
Right. Yeah. Thank God.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And Nick, what was it that you were saying?
I got a lot of from the first track we listened to. I heard a lot of Head PE mixed with some Maroon 5 kind of vibes.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely.
Did he say hippie?
No, Head PE, Head Planet Earth.
Head PE, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the new school stuff. I know that it's all subjective. It's all stems from something older than that, but yeah, it's just
absolutely. I mean, crap, dude. Last night, dude, we had somebody tell Kyle that he looked like Hank Williams Jr. So everybody has something.
I was wearing sunglasses at the time. I think that's probably the only thing that, whatever. I found it's funny because, people, they always tell you who they like, and then they tell you that you sound like them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Which is always a good thing. I mean, you're always kind of like, yeah, you're like, what? No, I don't. But okay, sure. If that's like your favorite band, then you can compare that. That's all right with me.
Yeah, of course. You're not going to take that from them.
At least they're putting you in the category of their favorite band. It's not like they're saying you sound like the Wiggles or anything.
Right.
Somebody they just absolutely hate.
The Wiggles.
It's the only thing I think of, man. Leave me alone.
That's awesome.
I'm just as
I
sleepy
have
as
kids
you.
too, man. It's okay.
Okay. No. So you guys have a lot in common with Nick over here and myself. Whenever we started a band, we had kind of the same problem. We could not stand each other. Kind of tell me a little bit about how you guys got together and the history of the name Roshambeaux.
Well, the reason why we didn't like each other is just because Jay is a dick. Like, I'm an amazing person. You know what I mean? Everybody likes me.
These are lies. These are lies.
The email I got from Jay said the exact opposite.
But, I mean, I was in a whole lot of bands growing up, and I always just had problems with drummers. So my first impression of Jay was that he was sitting in with, a band that I was playing with because our drummer was sick, and he kind of, he did his job and just injected himself into it. That, I thought, he was overstepping his bounds a little bit maybe, but then, as I got to know him, I realized he was really freaking talented, and it works. I love you, man.
You're so sweet.
I love you.
So,
No, man, when we put this together, dude, like, I've been with so many different bands, and you work with all these just people that don't want to do anything, but they want to tell you how to do it. And, like, me and Kyle, like, it's just been like a breeze. Like, it feels right. Writing our songs and putting them together, I mean, we've written a song in the car before and performed it at the show, and we were, like, working on it, just like, oh, man, let's just try that out. And it just comes together. It just snaps into place. And I've never worked with anybody that I could connect with like that. Mm-hmm. And it just pulls together. I'm able to do what I want. He does what he wants, and it works.
That's so funny because that's a whole lot. Your whole story is a whole lot about like my band with Nick is, and only for one reason is because he's a dick.
Right.
He's one of those too. So I really can relate to everything you said until you said he was a dick, and then after that, nothing.
I related to the drummers are problems.
Yeah.
Comment.
Yeah, you're actually sitting here talking to really 3 bass players, so we get it.
Oh man, so the room smells really bad right now.
Actually,
Hey,
I just
the bass player-
shaved. And I use this sandalwood aftershave, and so I smell like Sam Elliott.
Sandalwood. Ooh,
Yeah,
girl.
exactly.
You know what bass players use for contraception, right?
None.
Their personality.
Exactly.
So where's your bass player right now? He's sleeping, or is he driving? I wouldn't be.
We don't have a bass player.
You do not have a bass player. That's.
No, man, we are a 2-piece, brother, man.
Really, I didn't gather that. Whenever we were doing our research, we must have missed that part.
That, or we just weren't interested.
Yeah. Well, we just thought bass players usually get ignored and don't get mentioned in bios anyway. So we just figured,
unless they're the singer of the band, nobody cares about the bass player.
Well, actually, what's going on when you listen to the tracks and you hear like the electronic stuff going on in the situation while I'm doing drums and stuff,
I'm actually DJing as I'm playing drums. I'm pulling everything in live. We're not doing like, the typical, like, we're a pop band, so we're going to play a freaking CD behind us. That's just stupid. But, like, we pull in all these, like, live loops and move them around throughout the song, so we're able to change it up, kind of change it a little bit every time we play, but keep the format and keep it in a live setting instead of, like, how most bands feel that stuff.
Yeah, that's probably a smart move, not doing the pop thing and playing the CD behind you, because then you would be Maroon 5.
Right.
Well, one of the
just like miming the whole thing.
That's right. Well, the album you guys have out is called Illuminaughty, which I thought was a pretty cool name. And
dude,
it's funny. It's Ronnie's a big into conspiracy theories and the Illuminaughty. And
just dorky stuff.
Dorky stuff altogether. And we were talking about the sound that we thought you guys had, and he thought it was kind of weird and ironic and coincidental that we said Maroon 5 and you guys have a guy showing 5 fingers on the cover. Is there any truth to that? Where's the truth?
Man, you know what? Like our artists put all that stuff together, like Wolfbone Studio.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, we wanted to be like kind of a play off of all that conspiracy stuff, but we want it sexy. Because Illuminaughty,
Because everybody's
conspiracy.
naughty, and you need to expose it.
Well, yeah, and every song on the freaking CD, that's what it's about. You know what I mean? If we don't sing songs about how bad our lives are, nobody wants to hear about that crap. We sing about sexy girls.
It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor or black or white. You want to feel good,
right? So the whole album's about feeling good and inside and deeper inside.
I thought it was just funny.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Whoa, that's
we
pretty funny."
We made that whole thing into like this crazy philosophical thing, didn't we?
Yeah, you could have just said, "Yeah, man, we thought it looked cool."
Yeah, man, that's pretty sweet. We were like, "Man, that's good." So we went with it.
I like eyeballs.
Floating eyeballs.
Like a high
and
five.
Yeah, exactly. You wanted to give everyone a high five with your album.
Absolutely.
Well,
just take that and run with that.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, the track that we wanted to play was actually the opening track called MF Cannon. Tell me a little bit about that song and the meaning behind it, the making of. Just kind of give us the rundown of what MF Cannon's all about.
Well, like, actually, MF Cannon is, the name is actually from a merch girl of ours, a good friend of mine, Lindsay Cannon, which she passed away about a year ago. She was on tour with us. Actually, she went out with us at the Nick, yeah. And we were writing songs, kind of spitting stuff back and forth, working on the new record. And we were just kind of like making fun of some like super cool bro dudes. And we just decided we'd name it after. That's why the name doesn't really make any sense. But like her thing on Facebook was like Lindsay motherfucking Cannon, MF Cannon. And that's what we named it,
Yeah, I vividly remember we were actually driving to the Nick, and we just kind of started humming the intro to that song, and we were just kind of throwing lines back and forth, the three of us, and it kind of came together and wrote a song on the way to a show, and we just felt it would have been fair to kind of make that a tribute to her, because she was very
also like way too early too.
Yeah. Well, very cool. It's a good track, good opening track, and it's got like you said, it's got roots to the club that you guys are coming to play here in Birmingham at the Nick on August 30th. Make sure you come check out Roshambeaux and pick up their album called Illuminaughty. It's available on iTunes.
Absolutely.
You can check it out on Spotify, pretty much anywhere you can find your music. And
just Google it.
Just Google it. If
Google that thing.
So check them out. Make sure you come out to the show, the Nick, August 30th. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
We love Birmingham.